Sawadika from Pai. After a very satisfying sleep in the cold and non-sticky weather, this morning we're heading out to explore a few more places in Pai. Our first stop for the day is Santichon village. This is called Santichon village, and as you can see, all of these houses, including the one belonging to this person, it's all built in old Chinese fashion. People who live here are from the Yunnan province of China, so they have modeled this entire village after what their home looks like back there. And then today, like in this day and age, a lot of the houses here have also been converted into restaurants and cafes. And so you can have like a good picnic and so on. There's also a lot of games over here. You could see a horse. There's some horse riding. There's some archery. Tourists who come here, they are brought here on small tours, which is why it's become more of a touristy place than to really experience what is real. However, it's still quite nice. Like, it's still very picturesque and beautiful. So I don't have any complaints.
It's so peaceful and calm here. They have a pond and they have a bridge over it, and there's so much greenery everywhere. The colors of these huts, they're all old, the terracotta style, and they have lanterns hanging in front of each house. It all looks so picturesque. We have come early in the morning. It's around 8:30 now, and there's absolutely nobody. Even the restaurants are still shut. So it's really, really quiet. We can just hear a few birds and some roosters and chickens.
So that's where you can rent Chinese costumes. So you can wear that and take pictures in this really nice background. We're not doing that. Shishra is already dressed for an occasion of photography. And I'm looking like this. I don't need those photos, do I?
Our next stop is the big white Buddha in Pai.
So tired of walking up. It's not the number of steps, it's the heat. It's nice because it's at the top of a mount.
It's white and it's surrounded with lots of greenery and the blue sky in the background. It's giving it a very nice vibe.
View from halfway up. So far this has been free. So if you compare this to the view at the Chinese village, I'd say it's about the same. That's probably a little higher. We finally made it.
It's so hot. We are using the umbrella as a fan. Woohoo! We came back and we slept for an hour. I really liked Pai. It's so green and serene and beautiful. If you guys are here in Pai, make sure you get up really early in the morning, like maybe 6 o'clock, and start your sightseeing. And now we're all ready to go back to Chiang Mai. It's gonna be a long 2.5 hour ride in our rooster. But before that, we are planning to stop by 7-Eleven, grabbing a chocolate drink and sipping it all through the journey.
If we don't get that chocolate drink, I at least want that Milo ice cream. That was really nice.
Kakumpa to Pai.
Oh, it's so sunny. This is the only dreadful part of the weather. It gets burning hot. It's really, really sunny. And if there are clouds, there's a chance that it'll rain. So it's really like there's nothing in between.
It's sunny, but immediately it will start to rain.
Yeah.
Hence the jackets. Our cloth bag goes inside this.
Don't ask me why I'm dressed like formals.
Protecting from the sun. And our water bottle and chocolate drink will be hanging here, so we can sip every now and then.
Here you go.
All right. Something caught his eye. So we've got chocolate drink and chips. You can feel the cold drink running through my throat.
It's very hot.
My tummy.
No time for review of food.
at the Pai Memorial Bridge.
And this bridge has a lot of importance in the Thai history. In fact, very specifically, Pai's local history is significantly influenced by this particular bridge. So this bridge was built by the Japanese rule, taking the help, or rather forcing the local villagers to work. And this happened before World War II. The need for this bridge came basically out of Japan wanting to attack Burma, which was part of the British Empire. And as you know, the World War II stories played out between the West and the East, and Japan and UK were on the opposite sides. So when the bridge was being built, the villagers were forced to, sort of go through really tough tasks. Also used elephants to bring logs of wood and then set it along the river and then build this. What we see here today is not the original bridge itself, but it's a reconstructed version, and I'll tell you in a moment as to why. But you can still, I don't know about you, but I could still feel a lot of, that history just by walking on that bridge. Everything's very old, broken down, worn out. And you can feel that, this is probably a very important part of the local community because it's the only road that connects this part of the region towards Chiang Mai. So the Japanese wanted to build this bridge so that they could bring their troops and artillery across from Chiang Mai to Pai and then attack Burma as needed. When the Japanese retreated during World War II, or rather at the end of it, they broke down and burnt the bridge. But the villagers just were so used to having this bridge that they decided to rebuild it, and then they did that. And that's the bridge we see here today. It's a definite stop over here. It's actually at the outskirts of Pai city, so you will always pass through it if you're coming in here from Chiang Mai, whether on scooter or in a van. Definitely worth a stop to learn about the history here.
Stopped for some food. We've got some salad on the side. Squeezing some lemon. We've got some raw onions. We've got lemon teas and stir-fried leafy veggies. See some crispy noodles on top. Namita sprinkled some jalapenos. And it's noodles and some veggies inside Thai curry. Yumlicious. The only vegetarian food available.
Not too spicy. It's since it's coconut curry, you can mostly feel the sweet taste of the coconut, but the crispy noodles adds like a nice texture. And because I added those chilies, the pickled chilies, it tastes really nice. We had absolutely no plans of vlogging tonight, especially for dinner. We were just so tired after the long journey from Pai, and we've come in blistering hot weather. It was 38 degrees at 5. It was insane, but we went to our room, rested, came here, and then this place is just amazing. Look at the size of this plate. And the taste is really nice, very authentic. We got this veg thali. So there's a mixed veg curry, a dal, some rice, one really large size naan, half of which is already over. And we also ordered vegetable pakoda. It came with some really tangy chutneys. I'm sorry, I would like to look at the camera and tell you, but it's all just so colorful and delicious. I don't feel like talking much. But if you are here in Chiang Mai, then this place is definitely worth checking out.
So we're just gonna enjoy this scrumptious meal and we're gonna head back to our hotel and rest for the night. So see you day after. Bye. This is supposed to be the doll smacking down its bottoms. And I think this is veg kasao. Kaswa. Cow soy. Cow soy.